In today's tutorial, I'm going to be walking you through how to draw Saints Felicity and Perpetua. We celebrate their feast day on March 7th, and I'm going to show you how to draw them using simple lines and simple shapes. For this tutorial, all you need is a piece of paper, a pencil, and something to color with. So just a reminder, you can pause the video, fast forward, rewind. I always include chapters in the video if you want to skip ahead or rewatch something, and you can make any changes that you want to your artwork. We don't really know what Felicity and Perpetua looked like, so we just take our best educated guesses, but you can make any changes or additions that you wish. So both of the women were pregnant, and so in my drawing I chose to have Saint Perpetua with her baby and Saint Felicity still pregnant, but they both did have babies before they were martyred. So like I said, make any changes that you want to your artwork, but let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to sketch out some oval shapes for their heads, and we want to make sure that we're leaving a little bit of space in between their heads. So you're going to grab your pencil and you're going to sketch out two ovals. So I'm doing this one on the left side for Saint Perpetua. I'm going to leave a little space, and then I'm going to put another oval right next to it, kind of the same size for Saint Felicity. And you can make any changes, erase if you need to, but just starting off kind of simple with their little heads. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put in their little necks. So for each of your two ovals, you're going to draw a line that comes down, one on the left side and one on the right side. And then we're going to do a little curved line, kind of like a smile, to connect the two together. So this will become the collar of their dresses. So now that we have their necks put in, we're going to be focusing on Saint Felicity since she is the one that is standing in front. So we're going to start off by putting in this arm right here. So starting, oops, there goes my eraser on my pencil. Starting right where her head touches her neck, we're going to put a curved line, think kind of like a parenthesis, and it's going to come down a little bit like this. So nice curve. Then we want it to curve up a little bit for that bottom part of her arm that's resting on her stomach like this. And we are going to add this top line for her arm here. So kind of close to this curve where the elbow is, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw a line that comes up kind of the same direction as this line here. We're going to put a straight up and down line to finish up that arm. And then she has this little oval hand. So where your two lines are for that sleeve, you're going to draw a sideways oval like this for that hand that's resting on her stomach where that baby is. Then we're going to put a curved line here for this part of her torso. So you're going to start near her neck and you're going to draw a downwards curved line and stop wherever you hit her hand. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to be working on her skirt. So we're going to start with this left side first. It kind of angles out at a downwards diagonal. So kind of close to where her elbow is, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to sketch a line that comes down and towards the left, and it stops for however long you want her dress to go. We are going to do a similar line on the opposite side, but because she's pregnant, we're going to have it a little bit more curved at the top. So starting where her hand is, you're going to curve your pencil downwards to create the top of that belly. And then you're going to continue that line down until it's about the same size as that first line that we drew. Once you get it as long as you want it to be, we're going to draw a curved line at the bottom to connect them together. And if you want her skirt more flowy or roughly, you can adjust it as you wish. So next, we're going to be working on St. Perpetua, and we're going to put in some curved lines for where her shoulders are going to go. So we'll start with this one that's closer to St. Felicity. So starting where her head meets her neck, you're going to draw a downwards curved line and stop whenever you hit Felicity's arm. We're going to do another curved line on this left side, but this time it's going to be a little bit longer. So it starts where the head meets the neck, it curves downwards, and basically you make that line as long as you want her elbow to go. So mine kind of is close to the same length as St. Felicity's elbow, just slightly higher. So we're going to draw that bottom part of St. Perpetua's arm. So I'm going to do a curve that comes in towards the middle of her body, but I'm going to stop before I go all the way across. And I'm going to draw this line for the top part of her arm. So near her elbow, I'm going to leave a little bit of space, and I'm going to draw another line to create that top part of her arm, and I'm going to connect them together to finish off that sleeve. For her hand that's holding the baby, it kind of has a mitten shape, so it's like curved for the big fingers and a little thumb. So I'm going to do my big curve at the bottom for those biggest fingers of her hand, like this. And I'm going to do a little curve for that thumb, like that. We're going to work on that baby that she's holding. So we're going to do a little circle near her elbow for the baby's head, like this. And we're going to do a curve for the body because the baby is swaddled up. So near the baby's head, I'm going to do a slightly curved line, and I'm just going to bring it all the way over until I hit the side of St. Felicity's arm. And I'm going to add the bottom part of that little swaddle by drawing a little line here. Right by the baby's head, we're going to put a little line to finish off that top part of her dress. We're going to draw a similar skirt to what St. Felicity had. So kind of starting near where her waist would be, so a little bit in from that elbow, kind of near the baby's head. You're going to draw a slightly curved line that comes out and towards the left. So the wider you make that line, the wider her skirt's going to be. And I'm going to try to make mine a similar length as St. Felicity, so they kind of match. I think I went a little too wide for my personal preference, so I'm going to shorten that a little. But once I have her skirt put out as wide and as long as I want it to be, I need to add one more curved line underneath to finish off that bottom part of her skirt. So it's going to come down kind of like a smile line, And as it starts to curve up, you'll probably run into St. Felicity's skirt and you'll just stop where they touch. So next, we're going to be working on their veils. So we're going to do St. Felicity's veil first. So it's kind of just a big curve shape that goes around her head, almost kind of like a big rainbow line. So you're going to start Felicity's veil actually on the shoulder of St. Perpetua. At least that's where I'm going to put mine. And you're going to curve that line up and over the top of her head. And then you're going to continue that curve down until it's as long as you want it to be, and then you'll just kind of swoop it in towards her body. We're going to do something really similar for St. Perpetua. She has a big veil, also in a curve. So I'm going to start by her elbow, and I'm going to do a curved line that comes up and over her head. And it's going to curve over the other side, and depending on where Felicity's veil is, you'll just stop when they touch. So for St. Perpetua, I can see a little bit of her veil and her hair. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So over here on this this right side, over here on this right side, you're going to draw a little downwards line for that right side of her hair. And over here on this left side, you'll draw a line for that part of her hair. For both women, I did a wavy line for their hair. So I started over on the side of the oval shape, and I just moved my pencil in and out, in and out, as I kind of go all the way around like this. I'm going to do the same thing for St. Felicity. I'm going to move my pencil in and out as many or as few times as I like, and then just stop when I hit the other side. We're going to do their faces. We're going to do the baby's face first, since that one's really simple. The baby just has two little closed eyes. They're kind of like little swoops, kind of like smiles with a little dot. You can make your baby awake if you want to on yours. But for my baby, I'm going to do two little swoop lines for the closed eyes and a little dot for that little mouth. And for the moms, I'm going to do a simple face with little circles for the eyes. So kind of around the middle of your oval, that's where I'm going to put their eyes. So for me, I'm just doing simple circles. You can change it up. So I'll do the same thing over here. And since St. Felicity is kind of looking at St. Perpetua, I kind of am angling her eyes a little more slightly towards the left. Both women have a little curve for their nose. So kind of in between where the eyes and the chin are, kind of right about here in the middle, you're going to draw a little curve for that bottom of their nose. Each of the women have a smiling little mouth, so in between their bottom of the nose and the bottom of the chin, somewhere kind of near the middle, you're going to add their little mouths. I'm just doing simple smiles for mine. And last but not least, you're going to do two little eyebrows right above their eyes, like so. And voila, There's your little Saint Felicity and Perpetua. Once you finish drawing them, unless there's any other details that you want to add that I didn't show you, you can go ahead and color it. If you feel like you need to erase any lines, like maybe here where the hair kind of meets the head, you want to kind of separate things a little bit more. You absolutely can, but it is ready to color now. You can use any materials for coloring your artwork. I love to use markers because that's what shows up well on camera. And when I do markers, I love to first outline my artwork with micron pens, kind of like this, to make it pop. So I'll turn on some music, we'll color, and then we'll reconnect in a little bit. Thank you so much for following along. I'd love to see how your drawings turned out. Feel free to share your artwork with me, and know that I post new Catholic-inspired art tutorials here on my channel every month. I'll include some links in the description if you'd like to support my channel, and I want to remind you that you are loved. God loves you very much, and He loves your artwork very much. Thanks so much for following along, and I'll see you in the next video.